Hey y'all, this is Lady Louisiana and this is I10TV. And I'm here tonight at my studio in Zachary, and I have a very special artist with me, one straight out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Black Casper.
I10TV, what's up?
So, Black Casper.
Yeah.
Wow. Black Casper. Tell me, where did that name originate?
I think how my name came about. I think honestly most rap artists, they have like hood nicknames that they just get, and once you break into the industry, that name just sticks. So my nickname is no different. When I was little, they used to call me Casper because I could run fast. Like where I'm from the jungle, and it's a long strip. It's this one street called the Nova, and it's like 5 streets off of that. And we used to race from the beginning of the Nova to the end of the Nova, and I used to just be getting ghosts, and all the big dogs, they'd be like, "Man, nigga, Casper be getting ghosts." Like if the police come or anything, I was the first one moving. I could just always run fast. I was real skinny too, so they used to call me Casper. And when I started rapping, I was like 15, and I just put the black in front of it and came up with Black Casper. It's pretty simple, just good nicknames. That's basically what I care.
All right, so this letting your fans getting to know you a little personally. I really appreciate you coming out with me tonight doing this interview. Thank you for having me. And I just admire your spirit because we were talking earlier.
Yes,
I mean, what you said 15 you started doing rapping, and where's, first of all, let's let them know, where's home for you?
Home for me is in Glen Oaks. Home for me is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Glen Oaks. I'm from the jungle. That's my neighborhood. That's what I'm from.
So your mom, it was just, I mean, growing up, how was things for you in Glen Oaks? Because I'm of course, I don't know that much about Glen Oaks, but tell us a little bit about how that lifestyle was for you growing up. And
growing up for me was, I mean, I don't really like to dwell on my struggle or dwell on the things that I've been through, because you know everybody has their own struggle. But growing up for me, you know, my childhood wasn't the best. Like we didn't really have too much. My mother actually, I don't really like dwelling on this, but my mother, she developed a gambling addiction when I was young. So that took a toll on my life in like a major way. I'm the youngest of 4 kids. I have 2 older brothers and an older sister. So like we went without lights for a long time. We went without water for a long time. It's just we had the typical struggles, like average everyday struggles. I got put out the first time in my life when I was 14 years old, and I was sleeping in the park. But I mean, I had average struggles. It was real rough running in my neighborhood. So when I got put out again for the last time, I was 16 years old, and I moved with my grandmother. That's when my life took a whole 360 turn. I had gotten into a bad situation, and I just, you know, God had me at a crossroads. I had to make something out of nothing. So I just really got on a good path. Like when I moved with my grandmother, I felt like I was in my safe haven and my serenity, because when I'm in Baton Rouge, there's so many evil things and so much, you know, that go on down there. So it was real rough.
But you kept it together.
Yeah, but I kept it definitely. I definitely I'm a totally different person than what I used to be growing up.
Well, that's definitely good to hear.
Yes,
so that now what made you come from that, and what made you take that energy and put it into doing music and rapping? How did you change that cycle from this to that?
Honestly, I never really, I'm going to be honest with you, my sister said she thought I was going to be a rapper. She knew I was going to be a rapper, but I used to sing all the time. Like I used to be aggravating singing. I used to be singing her name or rapping her name or just singing. She said I used to rap in my sleep. But I never really wanted to be a rapper. I just talked a lot, and I always had a way with words. But when I actually started rapping, to be perfectly honest with you, I felt as if I was holding back. Like my talent exceeds way more than what I could really do with my talent exceeded itself way more than what I was doing with it when I first started, because I was under the peer pressure or the ignorance of rapping about guns or fighting or shooting, this, that, and the other. When I first started rapping, because, you know, that's what people wanted to hear, that's what was popular or cool or whatever. But my lyrical content now, and the reason that I try to dwell on more positive things and more real life situations and more meaningful songs, is because it's a million niggas out here that want to be rappers that's rapping that gangster shit or rapping about the drugs or the pills or the struggle. It's rare artists that you find that want to go against the grain and actually rap about positive things and dwell on those type of things. So I really got into rap because BR rap scene was tarnished. We was putting out garbage. We was putting out so pop. If it ain't pill popping or negative music, it wasn't getting put out. And the people just started dwelling on that and just taking it to another height, and they put a negative indentation on our city as a whole of just ignorance. So that's what made me want to get into it.
So stepping out like that on that limb and saying that I want to be different, then how are you being accepted? How was that?
To be perfectly honest with you, I know people don't like my music. I know some people I mean, I know people that actually can relate, but like I say, peer pressure is crazy. Like, people actually don't want to relate or don't want to allow themselves. I get a lot of love. I really don't see nothing but the love, but I know it's people out there that don't respect what I do or don't appreciate what I do. Like, you don't really hear my songs in the clubs too much, or you don't really hear my songs in the gangsters' cars. Like, in my neighborhood in Glen Oaks and in the South, I got fans. Out in Walker, I got fans. My fan base is not real big, but the fans that I do have are genuine, loving fans. Like, they really take out time to purchase my CD when I put a CD in stores. So it turned out great for me. Like, for the people that actually know what I'm doing and accept and appreciate me for doing what I'm doing, it's turning out great. But I'm pretty sure I got haters or people that don't like my music. So
yeah, but
it is what it is.
Keep on pushing, because it's a good thing that you're doing.
Definitely.
So I mean, now that we know the lifestyle and we know the music and where it's brought from, I mean, how is married life or single life?
Oh,
or
I'm single.
Kids life?
I'm not married at all.
Okay.
I'm single. Actually, I mean,
No babies?
No babies.
No,
no, not for me. Not right now.
Okay.
Honestly, the last relationship I was in and previous relationships, like the women that I dealt with couldn't understand my lifestyle with music. A lot of the women want way more time than I'm willing to give. Like, music is my first love, my first everything. So my relationships, they want way more time than I'm able to give. And I try to honestly, balance it out. Like, I used to invite my ex to the studio with me and all that to try to squeeze time in with no time, but people just don't appreciate that right now. So I'm just staying single and focusing on my career. My homeboy told me I need to find an R&B chick or something, or somebody in the music like me, so that way
that might be a real good idea.
So if you R&B singer, you really feeling Casper, this nigga.
Y'all hear that? So you want to make sure before you call him that you into the music, because he's focused on his music. Okay. All right, so like, what we got going? I actually checked out some of your things, and it's real hot.
Yeah.
I see you got Max Minnelli, you got Boxx.
Yeah.
So you talk about love. It's a lot of love.
I get love from the major artists down here.
Now I want you to tell us a little bit about. You got Black Casper.
Living Proof.
Living Proof.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Living Proof is it was one of my.
The name.
The name Living Proof, it came about. Like I said, me and my engineer Carlos, which is my cousin. We were in the studio. When I first started working on my project, we didn't have a name for it. He was just like, bro, you can rap, let's make songs and make songs and make songs. So when we got to the end of my CD, we was like probably about 20 songs, and we had I wanted a total of 23 songs, and we have 23 songs. So when we got to like number 20, I just feel like when I say I'm living proof, I mean, I feel as if I'm a living, breathing testament that it's a different way to get on or get yourself out known and heard than stepping on somebody's toes or wronging somebody or funding yourself with drug money or anything negative. Like, people feel like the first option they have to go to is the negative option to make like you got to do a little bit of wrong to do a little right. You don't have to do a little bit of wrong. You just have to do right, and it'll pay off. It might take a little more time. And I think it makes me respect it more and appreciate it more. But living proof is just, I'm living proof. I'm a living, breathing testament that it's something different or another way out than drugs or stepping on someone's toes or wronging someone to get to where you need to be. So that's how the title came about. But
so do you have any features at all?
Yeah, I have Kevin Gates on there. He's a hot artist down here in Louisiana in the southern area. I have Max Minnelli on there. I have production from Gus from Bottom Line Music Group. I have Young Gigger from Badass Entertainment on there. That's DJ Your Boy Earl's artist. I have Shepard on there. He's another local artist out of Baton Rouge. That was all the features I have, but it's mostly me. So.
Okay. So as an artist here in Baton Rouge area, give me your opinion on the rap industry.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know you were saying about how they're.
I don't respect Baton Rouge popular music scene. Like, I don't respect a lot of the artists that's actually hot artists down here. Now this is what get misconstrued with me, and this is what put me in an awkward position a lot of times around rappers. I'm a very outspoken person, and I speak my mind. If you are a Baton Rouge artist that's hot and you getting paid for features, paid for shows, I respect that. Get your money and get yourself out of the financial situation that you are in. But the music I don't respect at all. Like, I mean, when pop and pill music first came out, when jigger music first came out with the jiggerlators and down bad and all that, that was a movement for that era. With time changes and the eras change and things just need to progress. Like, we still at a standstill. It's like all these artists rap about the same thing. They in the same studio rapping about pills and guns and drugs. It's a million people rapping that gangster stuff. So, and a lot of artists get disgusted with their craft and wonder why they get old. But that's why you getting old, because there's so many options to choose from. What are you doing different? You coming with the same thing the last guy came with. So I don't really respect Baton Rouge's like popular music scene. I know a lot of underground artists in Baton Rouge that are amazing artists that have very much lyrical content. Everything's there, the passions there, the drives there, but they're not recognized in Baton Rouge music scene. Like,
because they're so on that speed with the pop, pure pop.
I guess, you know, put it like this: when the jig music and stuff came out, it poisoned a lot of people in Baton Rouge. And not saying, like I said, don't get me wrong, I respect them getting money. I respect the artists getting money and get themselves out the financial situation that they were in. But as far as the tarnishing of the music and depreciating the value of who we are as lyricists and artists and as rappers, period, as a whole in Baton Rouge, it's like stomach turning. I hate it. I don't respect it.
So as and in your position, and in the positions that you are intending to be in, what do you feel that you could do to change that?
I'm doing it to the best of my abilities. Like when I make music, I always try to, don't get me wrong, it's certain songs that I make, I don't think they're negative songs, they just are real songs. I do speak on the streets, I do speak on things that happen in the streets, but I don't dwell on it and I don't glorify it. Like, I don't glorify the murders, I don't glorify the killings, I don't glorify the young dudes selling drugs and killing people and you know what I'm saying, hating on the next man. I really try to uplift a person that's grinding and doing something. When I see somebody shining, I don't think negative things to wrong them. I think, I'm happy for you, I'm trying to get where you at.
Phone shine for y'all, I do this here for me and mine. I grind the ball, knew just what I had to do, plus I kept it in my sight. And I was down for some years, it ain't happen overnight. Money make them pay attention, so I had to get my shine on. Ice link chain in my watch with them diamonds, well dressed. Levi's with the chucks and the 210 mirror with my cousin.
Yo, what up, this Casper. You just got the inside look at Living Proof, the mixtape. If you're trying to get a feature or a show, call 225-364-7728 or 330-1676. You can hit me on Facebook.com at Black Casper's Music, music spelled M-U-S-I-K, Twitter.com Black_Casper, and I will get back with you ASAP.
So we gonna holler at y'all, 10.